The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Mike 51. I'm coming after you.
Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Garoppolo now, first down throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Set the 21. Shoot! Watch the shoot team spill. 13.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Quinn. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Complete to Trey Quinn. 10 yards on the pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. Now it's Haskins. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one good for 37 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He's got Thompson here, complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Haskins back to the air. Out to the left here to Reed. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And look at this, for the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Third down, here's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Redskins 7, 49ers 0.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. Black 80! Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 57. Come on. Black! He's coming. 12.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. White 20! White. Hey, orbit. 57.
Garoppolo on first down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Man up, D. Check safety. Hey, alert. 21. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go, defense. Hey, Zoo.
Garoppolo again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 46 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
12, fellas, here we go. Clock! In your face. Check 26, check.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Give him 30 yards there.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins, and it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just... missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Paul Richardson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
57 to Mike. Hey, gun.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
55. I got this. Hey, they're scared. Hey, Alpha. 11. Get hot.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now.
Go. Hey, check. Hey, alert. Crunch time, defense. Hey, gun. Crunch. 2.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
2. 11.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Solomon Thomas able to get him for a loss of about 3. Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st down, Washington.
Haskins now. Only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Peterson running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 49ers, 17-yard line.
Get ready. Hey. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Redskins 21, 49ers 6.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Let's go, heavy. Let's go, heavy.
They begin, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Bravo! He runs. 57. Mike, 57.
Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Here we go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. He's scared. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. You ain't going nowhere. 57's the mic.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
21. 57.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken very short. Powers through him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Steps away to his left. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
49ers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Keep it up, guys. Slam.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Check Mike 54. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On third down, Haskins, he's going to float this one deep right. And got his man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 53 yards. First down, Redskins.
Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, We know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Line
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Paul Richardson, 53 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Now Haskins to throw it. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson there to make the grab. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before loss. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Hey, box drop.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Being checked, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Solomon Thomas able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Let's get it to
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. Williams loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Buying time to his left. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 44 yards. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
But that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what it...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson. 69 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike's 57's Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 94 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
Here we go.
I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Here comes the boom.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 57 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. And Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
65.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and that takes us from second to third down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Boom, boom. Mike 54. Mike 54. We ain't giving up nothing today. Right there. 54.
Now Haskins, third and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 12, Haskins. Out to the left, it's complete to Dykson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Redskin first down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 52 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Here we go. 21. Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 54 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. On the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close.
Wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.